host of On Balance, joining us right now. Leland, good morning to you. I know Buttigieg says a railway shutdown is absolutely not an option, but with the looming deadline, who is ultimately the roadblock here, or what agency is the roadblock here? And is enough being done to prevent a strike?
Well, the roadblock is the distance between the unions and the rail companies. It's not a federal agency that actually has the final say. In a way, Congress could have the final say. If there ends up being a strike, or in the days before the strike, Congress has the right to impose a settlement upon the unions. You might wonder, haven't we already been here once before? And it was in September. The Biden administration worked to get a deal and mediated a deal between the 12 railroad unions and the rail companies. The problem is one of the rail unions didn't accept the tentative agreement that had been reached. So now you have a situation where it may end up having to be Congress that decides to keep the American economy open.
You think Congress would be willing to force that deal?
It's a great question, and that's what we sort of put to the secretary in terms of whether the administration would stand with rail workers and with the unions, as they've talked about how important union jobs are in America, or would they stand with keeping the economy open? We had a Democratic congressman on the air last night, asked him the same question. He pointed to the fact that the Biden administration had already endorsed the original deal back in September. Any new deal would only be better. So there seems to be a growing frustration among Democrats with the rail unions that this could all of a sudden create a very uncomfortable situation for Democrats who would have to answer for a rail strike. And you keep this in mind, you've got a lot of rail workers, the average rail worker coming out of school essentially, and with a couple of years on the job, is making over $100,000. You got a lot of 20-year-olds with GEDs making $130,000 a year working on the rails. Tough work, long hours away from home, but there's a lot of discussion about how to keep spinning rail workers as aggrieved somehow if they're on strike, while a lot of people around America will be worried about Christmas presents that aren't getting delivered, power plants that won't have coal, chlorine that's going to be stuck on rails waiting to get delivered to drinking water plants.
Yeah, and farmers who are awaiting feed for their animals, just to name a few. Let's listen to a little bit more of Buttigieg's comments from your interview.
Can the American economy deal with it if it happens?
It would not be good. I mean,
catastrophic.
We don't have enough trucks or barges or ships in this country to make up for the rail network.
I mean, that's a sobering statement. And we've already endured the supply chain crisis on top of inflation. So in terms of dollars, what would this mean for our economy?
There's been a number tossed around of $2 billion a day, which is sort of esoteric. You made a great point in terms of that we just got done with the supply chain crisis. We're heading into Christmas. Inflation, because of energy prices, starting with energy prices, has already gone to double digits in some cases. So the real answer is we have no idea. There aren't enough trucks. There aren't enough barges to make up for what happens on the rails. And the issue is American factories, gas stations, power plants, everybody deals in matters of hours of supply and requires just-in-time deliveries. That can't happen if America's rail network shut down. FedEx and UPS will grind to a halt. It is impossible to understate really the effects of this. And we had an expert guy from the rail industry on last night. He said the American people have absolutely no idea of how quickly the American economy will shut down and life as we know it will end, even within just 36 hours of the railroad stopping.
Leland Vittert from On Balance, thank you very much for that interview. Pete Buttigieg giving a little bit of light to this dire situation. Thank you. We hope a deal is made soon. You can watch On Balance with Leland tonight at 7, 6 Central Time. All right. Thanks again.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.